guys, welcome back to my channel, Daring D's Dauntless Detours. For those of you that have never been to my channel before, I am Desiree, the Daring D in Daring D's Dauntless Detours. Today's video is going to be about a topic that's really close to my heart. This video was inspired by recent bullying incidents, and my friend Rosie, who's also been bullied lately. My daughter's been bullied lately at the park. So me and a couple other YouTubers are we're kind of teaming up, and we're each telling our story about bullying and how it affects us, or how it affected us.
Hey, it's Bailey here, and before we start this video, I would like to tell you something very, very important. Those who are bullies must stop. You know, bullying is a bad sign. You know, I never ever bullied in my life. And you know what? I got bullied. I was the one being bullied. But I stood up for myself. I told on them. I never ever bullied. I just stand up for yourself if you're ever being bullied, okay?
So the other YouTubers that I have spoken to that should be doing videos, mine will be titled Bullying and How It Affects Us, Bullying and How It Affects Us, Story 1, Desiree's story. That's me. The other YouTubers that I've reached out to that have agreed to do this are Amanda from the Hoops Family Network. She is doing part 2, which is Amanda's story. Rob, my buddy Rob from Rob's Adventures 713, he has also agreed to do a anti-bullying video. He is currently in the hospital, so I don't know what number he will be in the series, essentially. One of my great friends since I was in the 4th grade is Divine Goddess Raina. She is also planning to do an anti-bullying video, and she'll be story whatever 3, 4, or 5, however many people we get. We'll just put them in order. Whoever comes up next will be next, and then going forward we'll just let the other people know. But I think it's important for people to hear our stories and to know that they're not alone. So another person that should be doing a video, in fact, I think I'm working on it with him tomorrow morning at my daughter's karate class, would be International Multi-Discipline Grandmaster Austin Wright Sr. He runs a dojo called Universal Warrior Mixed Martial Arts. I believe he has 2 or 3 locations for that. I believe I'm working on that video with him tomorrow. And so he may actually be number 3. Amanda's is done. She's story number 2. And we'll link all of the people down in the description. I already have everybody that I've mentioned in my description. So I do have Urban Ghost, Urban Exploration listed, Seas Crazy Crossroads. They're both going on trips, so they won't be involved in this. However, Rob's Adventures 713, he'll be involved. Divine Goddess Raina, she'll be involved, and International Multidiscipline Grandmaster Austin Wright Sr. will be involved for sure. So all of their links that I've just mentioned are down in the description under the Check Out My Friends Below section. So if you click the little box to the right of the title, a description box should drop down, and you'll see the description of my video if I put one in there. which I probably will, I always do. And then under my description, you'll see a link that says, please check out my friends below, and the links to their channels are there. I did not know we could update descriptions after videos were uploaded. Amanda from Hoops Family Network, she informed me of that today, so I guess she's going to help me out with that and show me how to do it. She also showed me how to create a thumbnail. For those of you that know, I am crazy new at YouTube, and I have no idea what I'm doing. She has also shown me an app to use to create a thumbnail. All of my videos so far haven't had a thumbnail. It's whatever random picture the camera, whatever the editing software decides to put on the front. And it's usually me like this. Or talking. Which is crazy, but whatever. So now I know how to do it. Hopefully in this video you'll see a thumbnail. Anyways, so I really don't want this video to be long. However, I do feel it should be long enough to explain that bullying in any form is wrong, and that both children and adults should simply follow the golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated, and if you have nothing nice to say or type, then please don't say or type anything at all. Keep the negative opinions to yourself. This world is so full of hate already. We each need to do our part and at least make an effort to spread more love and kindness. I mean, seriously, guys, think about it. If all of the adults in the world would simply lead by example and demonstrate using common courtesy, which a lot of people don't use, and being kind to others, then the children would follow our lead and do the same. Then we'd each be doing our part to help spread love and kindness. The world would be a much better place. And the same holds true to cyberbullying. Nobody likes a keyboard warrior. You know, those people that hide behind a computer screen and spread hate and negativity using big, bad words, when in reality, they act completely different in the real world. These are people that would probably, if you said, hey, what are you doing? Or, hey, get out of my way, they would move. They wouldn't be like, oh, no, I'm not moving. They would move because they're more cowardly. That's why they are called keyboard warriors, because they're only big and bad behind the computer. And that's a terrible thing in this day and age where social media is like everything and everywhere. It's a bad thing. And you guys need to remember also, whatever's put on the internet is there forever. Like, there's no erasing it. So anyways, back to this. If you do have negative comments, keep them to yourself. This doesn't mean that you can't offer constructive criticism on posts and videos. But if that is what we're doing, then let's in fact make sure it's constructive and say or type it in a positive manner. That's the correct way to do things. Excuse me. Sorry, you guys. I'm actually reading a paper that I typed up. It's like four of them, and they're all pretty colors and stuff. Because I do suffer from, besides the things I mentioned the other night, I do suffer from fibromyalgia, and fibrofog is a real thing. It's when your brain literally just fogs up and everything becomes hazy and you don't really remember much of anything. So I didn't leave out any strong points that I wanted to talk about. I did type them all up, so I am reading it. So if it looks like I'm sleeping, I'm not. I'm reading. There is nothing wrong with offering suggestions as long as it's done in a polite manner. There's no need to talk down to people or call them names. If you don't like a video, simply don't watch it. If you don't like a post, keep scrolling past it. No one is forcing you to watch videos or read posts. That's your choice. And again, this goes back to treating others how you would like to be treated. We're all equal. No one is better than the next person. We each choose how we treat other people. Some people choose to be negative Nancy's, and others choose to be more of the positive Patties. I consider myself more of a positive Patty. Like, I try to be positive and happy and outgoing and interact with everybody I see. That's just me. I've always been that way. I'm from Florida. I grew up there most of my life, first 24 years. And then I moved to Jersey to help my dad out while he was going through a difficult divorce. And he is also disabled as well. So then I met my husband, we got married, have our daughter, and I'm stuck in Jersey. No more Florida beaches for me. Except for when I go to visit my family. Sorry, the car just drove by. Anyways, I simply ask that everyone attempt to be a little kinder to others. For some of us, it comes naturally, and for others, they need to work a bit harder to be more positive. We are all unique in our own ways. We all look different because people come in various shapes, sizes, skin tones, and backgrounds. Some people also have extra details, like glasses, freckles, braces, tattoos, piercings, and visible birthmarks. In fact, I have one that I hated when I was younger because it made me look different than the other kids. Other kids would always ask, "What's on your nose?" I was very self-conscious about it. Anyways, my very visible birthmark is a mole on my nose. In fact, I hated it so much that one night I actually picked at it until I completely removed it. It bled like crazy. It wasn't a smart move. And the next morning when I woke up, not only was it all scabbed up, that mole was right back on my nose. And it was a little bit bigger. It taught me my lesson right then. That's when I started. Hold on. Excuse me. That is when I started to appreciate it. Because that's what made me different from everyone else. My mom always said it's a beauty mark. Then why didn't I feel beautiful? Excuse me. From that point on, I only worried about my opinion of myself because no one else's opinion mattered. They didn't have to live with it every day. And if they didn't like how I looked, that was their problem. They could look away. No one forced them to look at me. Then, when I was in 4th grade, I got lice. I had beautiful long hair, almost down to my butt, and I got head lice in school. And, dun dun dun, my mom cut my super duper long hair into super duper duper short hair to help her get rid of the lice easier. Unfortunately, this happened right before we moved to a new house, which in turn meant I was going to a new school. I was the new kid in the middle of the school year. And I looked like a boy, which was great. This is actually where I was bullied a bit. Some of the kids in my new neighborhood actually called me he, she, because I was a girl that looked like a boy due to my short haircut. At that point, I was lucky because I had already discovered that I didn't care what others thought of me or said about me, because I know who I was. I knew who I was, excuse me. And I refused to let their hurtful words bring me down, so I joked about it and let it go. Luckily, I was strong enough to do that at that age. Not everyone is able to laugh it off. Some people get hurt, and then they develop low self-esteem, and some even become extremely depressed. Sorry, guys, I'm sick, so it actually hurts me to swallow. I'm trying, actually. I'm going to take a little drink break. Hang on. Yeah, guys, I'm not editing this video. I'm just literally going to put it together. So, sorry for the Arizona. This is what I drink 24/7. This is my water. Anyways, to this day, 25 years later, I'm still friends with those kids that called me he, she when I was 10 years old. And we're actually great friends. Going forward after that, I obviously forgave them, and forgiveness shows others that you understand that they made a mistake, and you hope that they'll learn and grow from that experience, if that makes any sense. So a funny story is when I moved to that neighborhood in the middle of 4th grade, I had short hair. They called me he, she. 4th, 5th, 6th. 2 years later, 2 years. I went away for the summer. I came home and I had blossomed. My nickname went from he, she to Miss Boobies with a T. Actually, 3 of them. Anyways, sorry for getting off the subject, but I thought it was funny how things just change. I did speak about some of my health issues in the update video discussing the anti-bullying video that will be created soon. On top of those health issues that I had previously mentioned, I've also been suffering from chronic intractable pain since I was in a car accident in 2008. I've also been disabled for almost 3 years now. So my left hand is completely useless. And I have to walk with a cane to prevent my leg from giving out on me, to prevent falls. Apparently, 2 of my herniated discs in my low back push down on a nerve that causes my leg to give out, which in turn causes me to fall. Funny story is, I was actually going down my basement steps a couple months back, and the rail is on the left side. Well, I can't hold the rail. The right side was a complete brick wall. Now my hand doesn't move, so what happened was I got down the second step. There was 10 steps. So I got to the second step, my leg gave out, boom, I went flying down to the concrete basement floor, face first. Pow! I ended up having to get stitches. I don't know if you can see. Right there? See that? So that's from my fall. So from that point on, I always use my cane. Because I don't want to be all scarred up. Or bruised up. Or, God forbid, be missing teeth because of a fall that could have been prevented by me using a cane. So, I'd rather look like a little old lady, for lack of a better phrase, a 35-year-old little old lady that walks with a cane, because I know that I'm safer with it. So my safety comes first, before my looks. I don't really care about my looks. Like I said, I don't care what other people think about me. If they don't like how I look, don't look at me. If they don't like how I sound, plug your ears. If you don't like how I dress, again, don't look at me. Anyways, enough of that. At first, when I first became disabled, my hand stopped working, and I had to use the cane. I was super frustrated, and eventually depression set in. It's scary when you're no longer able to do things that you've done all your life. And it's hard, but I get up each day and try to be the best me that I can be. I am a very friendly person. I always have been. I'm also a big goofball. I often make random, sometimes crazy, off-the-wall comments out of nowhere. However, every day my goal is to make someone smile. And those random comments, they sure do the trick. I feel that if I can make at least one person smile a day, then I've done my part helping to make the world a happier place. How you doing? Good, thanks. Have a good night. Thanks. Anyways, I was just about to go into that, and someone walked by, so you just saw how I act with someone that walked by. Anyways, in fact, that's exactly where I'm at. That's ironic. Alright, every time I walk past someone, or they walk past me, like that lady just did, I do say, hi, how are you? Or just, how are you? And whether they respond or not, I follow up with, have a great day, or in this case, have a great night. And I don't know if you guys heard her, but she was like, you too. And she was like, I don't know, 20 feet away. Anyways, excuse me. If I do see that someone is sad or upset, I'll do my best to cheer them up and make them smile. It is never okay to pick on someone that is less fortunate than you, and or maybe has physical or mental disability, or maybe some type of learning disability. Please remember that we are all people and we all have feelings. I can tell you firsthand that those issues are out of our control, and we must live with these issues every day for the rest of our lives. Trust me, it's tough enough without all the negativity and hate. So again, I ask that you all please do your part to help spread the love and positivity, and let's all work together to make this world a more peaceful place. Also, before saying or typing comments, please take into consideration that when you encounter someone in person or online, you never know what they are going through or the type of issues that they may be dealing with. This is really, really important. In this type of situation, actually, before I get to that, what if they lost a loved one? They just lost a loved one, or just had a huge fight with their partner, or they just lost their job, or got some other terrible news. Or what if they're just feeling lost and confused and worthless, and are or even depressed to the point of contemplating suicide, God forbid. In this type of situation, your comment can make or break them. So if you choose negativity, like Negative Nancy would, you may very possibly push them over that edge. On the other hand, if you choose positivity, like Positive Patty would do, you may essentially talk them off the ledge, which would be a good thing. Here's an amazing fact. Being kind, patient, helpful, caring, respectful, polite, courteous, compassionate, empathetic, and forgiving don't cost you 1 single cent. That's right. They are completely free. Isn't that something? Now, if you or someone you know has been bullied in the past, please leave your story in the comments below. Let's show others that they aren't alone. Please share this video and let's spread some positivity around the world. I'm also going to read you the anti-bullying pledge. I do have a clip of me and my daughter saying it together, as well as my daughter saying it alone. I'm just going to read it in case anybody wants the words without me and my daughter sounding like echoes. So, hold on, let me try passing, gone, sold. So the anti-bullying pledge goes like this. I make a commitment to stand up against bullying. I will treat others with respect and kindness. I will have the compassion to not be a bully and the courage to not be a bystander. It is my responsibility to help others being bullied and to report bullying. The end of bullying begins with me. Now, if we all just tried not being bullies, or again, leading by example, this world would be a happier place, for sure. And God knows we need that, because right now there's so much hate in this world. It's disgusting. Like, I honestly didn't even want to have children in this world that we have to bring them up in, the world they're living in. It's a terrible place. It's dangerous. Like, when I was in school, we had to worry about bomb threats. That was the worst we had to worry about. And that didn't happen until, like, high school. Now, as of when my daughter was in pre-K 2 years ago, she's in first grade now. When she was in pre-K, there was a shooting threat at her school and all the schools in our city, which is only 3 miles long. And each individual school was mentioned in that threat. So, I kept my daughter home. They called off school that day because they received a second threat. Long story short, the next day, they're like, okay, your kids can come back to school, it's safe, blah, 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 we have safety measures in place. My kids stayed home. There was no way she was going back there until I knew she was going to be safe. So that was right before Easter break, spring break. So right before spring break ends, we get a phone call from the schools that there are new safety precautions in place and there are metal detectors installed in every single school. Every student must go through a metal detector. That was one of the hardest things I've had to do in a really long time. Tell my 4-year-old pre-K student, hey, sorry, you can't bring your Matchbox cars to school because there's metal detectors that you now have to walk through. And they're going to check your bag. That first day back to school, my kid had every Matchbox in that car, and I'm talking 200 Matchbox cars in her book bag. I said, Belle, you can't bring all these to school. She said, yeah, I can. They're my toys. Why can't I bring them? And I said, Bailey, they have metal detectors in the school to keep your children safe. I said, so they'll set off the metal detector. She said, no, it'll be okay. I said, no, it won't. I said, they'll check your bag and they'll take them from you. She said, they won't search my bag. I'm cute. Girl, bye. I said, sweetheart, cute only gets you so far. When it comes to safety, you will go through a metal detector and your bag will be checked. And they check every student's bag, which is great. And then you have parents complaining about, oh, I gotta wait online for my kids to use the metal detector. This is the first day of school back, and then everybody's using metal detectors. They had no idea what they were doing. The line was wrapped around the school. They got better over time, but again, pre-K through 8th grade, having to go through metal detectors just to go to school, it's a sick world we live in. We never had that, ever. So that will be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm going to put a clip of my daughter and I saying the pledge, the anti-bullying pledge together, as well as my daughter saying the anti-bullying pledge. And my daughter should be, her little speech, the anti-bullying speech, probably just her, I don't think it's going to be me and her, should be the last clip on each individual that's participating in this project's video. So for story number 2, which is Amanda's story, you should see Bailey and or myself and Bailey at the end of her video saying the anti-bullying pledge. So we're just trying to spread positivity and kindness. It's really not hard. We can do it. We can do it. And you can do it. So please share this with everyone you know. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. This is an exploring channel and haunted locations, so kind of technically ghost hunting. However, I'm not supposed to go alone, so I'm trying to find someone to go with me at nighttime. I did a couple of videos that I'm still working on editing. I got new editing software, and I'm having a terrible time with it. So I should have those videos coming up soon. Rob from Rob's Adventures just got back from a trip. We should be filming soon. Who else? I don't know, but I'm still trying to find someone to come with me at nighttime around my area or somewhere close. So hopefully soon, I'll find that person that's going to come with me so I can do more Explorer videos, because that's what I truly enjoy, and I've truly been intrigued by it since I was a little girl. So enough of my rambling. I'm going to cut now to the video of myself and my daughter, or my daughter, doing the anti-bullying pledge. Please, again, comment below if you or someone you know have been bullied. Please, please, please comment, put in the comments, tell us your story. We'd love to hear it. I do comment back. The others usually do as well. I try to be quick. The only time that I'm not fast with returning comments or commenting back is when I'm sleeping, which is very rare. So usually I'm up 25 times a night due to my pain issues. So, and my insomnia, that's great because I have trouble falling asleep and I have trouble staying asleep, and I'm still rambling. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great night. Sorry I'm uploading this at 12:30 a.m. Well, finishing filming it at 12:30 a.m. But I did try to film it about 15 times today. And my daughter Bailey tried to help me, but then she wanted to play around, and I had to redo it. So I ended up doing it by myself when she fell asleep. And that's why it's coming up so late. Anyways, thank you guys again. I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry for how I look and how I sound. I am currently sick. I'm like living on Advil, cold and sinus, and an antibiotic and Sudafed. So hopefully I can get rid of this soon. And that's it. Thanks again for watching, and have a great night. Ready? This is the anti-bullying pledge.
I make a commitment to stand up against bullying. I will treat others with respect and kindness.
I will have the compassion to not be a bully, and
The courage to not be a bystander.
It is
My responsibility
to
to help others being bullied,
and
to report bullying, The end of bullying begins with me.
And you. And all of us. Right? As the camera died. That was perfect timing. Look at that. Haha. Hey everybody, this is my 6-year-old daughter Bailey. She's going to be saying the anti-bullying pledge. Go ahead, Bailey, take it away, girl.
I make a commitment to stand up against bullying. I will treat others with respect and kindness. I will have the compassion to not be a bully, the courage to not be a bystander. It is my responsibility to help others being bullied and to report bullying. The end of bullying begins with me.
Thank you, Bailey. That was wonderful.
You're welcome.
You want to say bye to everyone?
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for watching this episode.
Thanks for watching this episode. Make sure to subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Share, comments, subscribe, and give a big thumbs up to our channels. Bye, everyone.
Perfect. Good job.
Toodles, have a nice time.